Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So now I can finally. It took like what are we in day 90? Just kind of sitting there in shock, watching the Gaza um, conflict within the Palestinian territory, the Gazan Strip, unfolding. Because I'm really good at like keeping up with things and like getting a front row cyber seat in it. So then the algorithms kind of took over and were doing better than I was at the search, by Allah's leave. Other people say it's like a really censored subject. I like that's all I see when I log into Facebook. It's like, oh, it's time to go see this. I guess now it's just like officially a genocide, and people see that the Israeli soldiers are coming in with bulldozers. It's like just totally impersonal, take over, destroy everything that was there, so we can get our Israeli settlers, and then there's Jews pouring into Jerusalem. It's like really predatory. It's like gross. Like gross. That's a good word. Gross. So if you want some of my reflections on the Gaza Palestine conflict, I'm getting ready to do that. Like I see some of the journalists have already been killed. People that like had a grasp of the conflict and all the little subtle, um, like who actually sponsored Hamas. Like you know what? Like Israel and Qatar both helped each other fund Hamas. They were supposed to be like babysitters for these Palestinian civilians that had their land stolen and were getting more and more land stolen by the decades going by since it began at the end of World War II. And this had been going on for so long. Um, but this became Israel's 9/11. That they had an event where Hamas, who Israel and Qatar built up, and Iran built up Hamas. Obviously, those are three of the. Oh wait, yeah, Hamas had been in power for long after the Arafat, and their main sponsors began with Iran, and then Qatar and Israel also helped build up Hamas, because it was also Hamas was supposed to help Israel indirectly oppress Palestinians to keep them in line, so they don't do it like independently do terrorist acts at the border. But then Hamas got built up and they did the terrorist act at the border instead of regular Palestinians, like what they're supposed to be preventing.